do you mean it sucks?
This pepper beef is too damn spicy.
What are you talking about? This is good.
How's it going, guys? Pepper Spicy. Hope you guys are doing alright. Welcome to the Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Top 10 series, where we count down some of the best features of Tekken Tag 2. Not necessarily gameplay stuff for competitiveness, but rather just cool things that Tekken Tag 2 had to offer. And on this episode, we're going to be looking at top 10 throws in the game. Now, if I was saying top 10 throws and I meant it for real, I would talk about, like, all the combo throws and, like, Waning Moon and all the Oki throws. But actually, I'm going to talk more about some of the cooler looking throws in the game. Technically, not all these throws are unique to Tekken Tag 2. Some of them are in previous Tekkens. But what the hell? Who cares? It's Tekken Tag Tournament 2's top 10 solo throws. Now, I'm not going to be covering tag throws. That I'll save for another time. Number 10, quarter circle back 1+2, the Hades drop from Armor King, because he picks them up on his back, and then not only does he throw them, but he kicks them in the face. And that's pretty brutal when you think about how strong and big Armor King is, that not only are you off the floor, he's kicking you in the face at the same time at a blinding speed, to the point where it flips your body over. Now, that's pretty violent. I know Armor King is supposed to be a really, really violent kind of fighter, but damn, that's like a whole new level of disrespect right there. It's like, I'm pretty sure that throw would knock you out, especially if you're not summoned by Marduk, when you're more someone like a little girl like Xiao Yu. I'm pretty sure she died from that happening to her, to be fair. I'm pretty sure you could not possibly survive that. Number 9, we're gonna look at Ancient Ogre, who is also unique to this game, and his right side throw is called Hanging Neck, and it's pretty much the coolest choke slam in the game. It's just ridiculously brutal, I think. Like, there are a lot of choke slams in this game, but I think this one looks the coolest, where he just picks him up and just like, bam, put him down. And just pick him up again and go like, bam, I'm super powerful god. And I believe Tekken is the only game where you'll see an ancient Mayan, Aztec, whatever, fighting god of fighting rather, chokeslam a genetically engineered boxing velociraptor in Brazil to the ground, and they continue fighting. That's Tekken for you. It's that kind of game. And people say this game is realistic, but then you have shit like this. Well, I guess it's more realistic than most other fighters, I guess. But chokeslam, you know, it's the coolest looking chokeslam in the game. I think he's actually like, not only is he slamming them, because most choke slams, they pick them up, then they throw them. I'm pretty sure his choke slam, he actually crushes their neck, and then he throws them up. Then number 8, we've got, originally I was going to do Force Law's 2 throw, but I'm going to do Force Law's back throw, because this is the epitome of what it feels like to be hyped with Bruce Lee. Just a double punch to the back, 50 damage, standard back throw damage, but it's just so very Bruce Lee power. It's just like you could feel the power in those punches, just like voila, and and it's just like, you know, ridiculous. Like this throw is the epitome of what like a Bruce Lee should be. Just power, and just for some reason long pauses and loud noises. Just ridiculous. Number 7, we're going to a throw that I can't do because my execution sucks, but I couldn't do this top 10 list without a king throw, of course. So, my favorite king throw is definitely Rolling Death Parade, one of King's most famous throws. Not used a lot, but it is very famous for being probably the most damaging multi-throw outside of the Screwdriver set. And it's pretty ridiculous. It's just the 3-part throw. The 3rd part is this like 70 damage combo in itself throw, where he just rolls on the ground. The weird thing about this is that it looks very unique. I think this is like a very like rare and like not used often wrestling move. Either that or this is completely unique to King. But it's just like, it wouldn't seem like that would hurt. Like, it would be disorientating for sure, but it's like just as much as spinning yourself in a chair that swivels, and then when you spin yourself and you get dizzy, and then it just seems like this wouldn't hurt, but it just does tons of damage. But Tekken logic, whatever. Number 6, of course, we have to do some Asian stuff. We're doing Fang. Fang's back throw, the Pow Lao Impaler, or the back turn throw, not the back throw, is one of my favorite throws in the game, because he doesn't even attack you. He just throws you up, and the damage comes from the fact that you fall on Feng's shoulders. And normally that would hurt a normal person, right? That someone falling on top of you. Of course that would make you fall down. But Feng, he's so freaking buff and so freaking like stoic and unmoving like a rock. He doesn't give a crap. He does the damage by letting you fall on his rock hard shoulders and his like 20-pack abs and whatever. Like, he just becomes so stiff that he doesn't even move when Lei falls down on him. Interesting to note about this throw is that when you fall on Feng, you don't just fall on Feng being flat. He actually pushes himself up into your chest cavity, so it double hurts. Feng is really unique in his shoulders and heads, but damn, just damn. Number 5. We're gonna look at one of my favorite throws is the 10 count throw from Steve's Peekaboo stance. And I gotta say, I'm a really big sucker for throws that involve a lot of striking, which technically wouldn't really classify itself as a throw or a grapple in like real martial arts sense, but I still think this is one of the coolest throws in the game, where he just punches them 10 times and just like a whole flurry of punches. This just looks really, really smooth, looks really cool. I've always loved Tekken's throws in general, as in like, they're one of the coolest parts of the game because it really looks like a very cinematic kind of battle because the animations are so well done. And if you look at this, he does 9 like light punches, and the last punch is a really strong gut punch. You can see the animation and the spark. It's just like that's the thing that causes him to knock down. Because the 9 punches are really light, but the last one is just like a huge like power punch to the chest or to the gut. Number 4 is Ogre. Ogre has some of the coolest throws in the game. He's really, really unique because he's a giant monster or whatever. But we're going to his right side throw, which is called Sig Pin. I don't know what that means. Maybe some kind of Aztecan thing, but he picks them up with his horns, and then he does a somersault in the air, catching them, then throwing them on the floor. Talk about some crazy stuff, because I think like Ogre's throws in general, this is the craziest of them in my opinion, but Ogre's throws in general are just like so cinematic. Like the camera angles when he does his throws are just crazy. Like you'll never see the top of the screen with most games, but with Ogre, you're definitely gonna see the top of the screen if he throws you. It's just he's so crazy. He's crazy. You crazy, Ogre. You crazy. Number 3, looking at Jinpachi and his crouch throw down 1+3, Goku Rakumatsu, or whatever it flashed on the screen. I couldn't read it. His down 1+3 throw is just this really funny throw where he just flings you up. It doesn't even look like it's a lot of effort. He just flings you. I think it's supposed to be a combo throw starter, but you don't see it often because there's not a lot of instances where you're supposed to throw a crouching opponent. Like, you see them crouching and you actively think about throwing them. If you see someone crouching, you actively think about actually doing a launcher or a mid or something. But, I mean, like, it's just so funny. Like, look how high he tosses them. I don't think anybody goes that high in the game. I think that's the highest somebody can launch. With the exception of maybe, like, Yoshimitsu's kangaroo kick, that launches them pretty damn high. But it's just so funny how they like ragdoll in the air, like they're just flying like a helicopter. It's like I think if somebody fell from a high height off balance, that's what they would look like. It's so funny. He has no effort when he does it. It's just like up, send you up, and then up, throw you up again, and I'll just break the floor, do a combo, whatever. But it's just so funny. He just flings them up, fling you, and then fling you again. Fling you again. To be fair, he is supernatural, so this does help the fact that he can be able to do this. He is like human, but he's like super powered human kind of thing. That's why he can do a Hadouken and like invisible stab. Number 2 is one of my favorite throws and a veteran of the Tekken series. This has been in the game ever since Hwoarang came out Tekken 3. It was in Hwoarang's ending scene in Tekken 3. Is his right side throw, Dead End, super cool name for a throw, where he kicks you in the chest, in the stomach, and then he breaks both your arm and your neck. Or rather, he dislocates your arm. He pulls your arm back while pushing your head back. So he's basically dislocating your arm while essentially breaking your head. Or neck, rather, not your head. But it's just badass. Like, damn, that's super cool. Hwoarang in general has really, really cool throws because he uses his legs a lot, but man, that is lethal. And it's weird that it does 44 damage instead of 44. It's just, It's very peculiar that it does. I have no idea why it does that, but it doesn't even matter since you should be dead from that. The fact that he snaps your neck at the same time, and if you didn't die from that, he broke your arm, so you're not gonna be. I mean, a lot of these Tekken throws you're not gonna live from, but I guess it's a game. Number one. The one with one is from Lars, and it's probably the most deadly throw in the game with the exception of Yoshimitsu with his stabbing. Where Lars' back throw, Swiss silence, he just snaps your neck. And it's not just like a regular snap, he snaps it backwards. Like, wow. Talk about lethal. That's like if you're playing Metal Gear Solid and then you try to you insta-kill someone on this and it's sneak kill. That's just... damn. It's so simple yet so effective. Like, look at Devil Jin as he recovers from that. He's not moving at all. He's clearly dead. He's completely limp. Like, there may be some throws you can have some leeway, like they would survive it, but this, where he snaps your whole spine, no, like no, there's no possible way that you could possibly survive this, especially since Lars doesn't give a fuck who he does it to. He can do it with a freaking bear, and it still works. Like, you can snap a bear's neck. I mean, Lars might be pretty boy anime, but damn, he could snap a neck no problem. Snap it the other way, no doubt, not just the sideways like most shows do or stuff do. He snaps it backwards. It's just I can't wrap my head around how lethal this is. It's one hit, all it takes, and just death, Well, that was top 10 throws and neck snaps. Shout out to neck snaps.